According to the Bible, the wife of Moses was named Zipporah. Moses married Zipporah, the daughter of Jethro, also known as Reuel, a priest of Midian, after he fled from Egypt. They had 2 sons, Gershom and Eliezer. The story of Moses and his family is found in the book of Exodus in the Old Testament of the Bible. The story of Moses getting married to Zipporah is found in the book of Exodus in the Old Testament of the Bible. Here is a retelling of their story. Moses, born to Hebrew parents during a time when the Pharaoh of Egypt had ordered the killing of all Hebrew male babies, was miraculously saved when his mother placed him in a basket and set it afloat on the Nile River. He was found and adopted by the Pharaoh's daughter, who named him Moses. Moses grew up in the royal household but was always aware of his Hebrew heritage. As an adult, he witnessed an Egyptian taskmaster mistreating a Hebrew slave and, in a fit of anger, killed the taskmaster. When Pharaoh learned of this, Moses fled Egypt and found himself in the land of Midian. In Midian, Moses came to the aid of a group of 7 sisters who were trying to water their father Jethro's flock. He helped them and watered their sheep. The sisters returned home and told their father about the kind stranger who had helped them. Jethro was impressed and invited Moses to his home. Moses lived with Jethro's family, and over time, he developed a close relationship with them. Moses eventually married one of Jethro's daughters, Zipporah. Moses and Zipporah had 2 sons, Gershom and Eliezer, while Moses continued to live in Midian as a shepherd. However, God had other plans for Moses. He appeared to Moses in the form of a burning bush and instructed him to return to Egypt to lead the Hebrew people out of slavery. After a series of miraculous events and divine interventions, Moses and his family began their journey back to Egypt. The story of Moses and his marriage to Zipporah is significant in the broader narrative of the Exodus, as it was during this period that Moses received his divine calling to free the Israelites from slavery and lead them to the Promised Land. Zipporah played a role in this journey, and her story is an integral part of the larger narrative of the Hebrew people's liberation from Egypt. Why was Zipporah a black woman? According to many traditions, Zipporah was an African from King Merio back in Egypt, which was then the whole of Africa, and as we know, only black people lived in Africa. She is also a descendant of Midianites, who are Midianites, descendants of Keturah. Yes, according to the Bible, the Midianites are believed to be descendants of Keturah, who was the second wife of the patriarch Abraham. In the book of Genesis, Keturah is mentioned as Abraham's wife after the death of his first wife, Sarah. She bore him several children, and among her descendants were the Midianites. Genesis 25:1-4, NIV, states, Abraham had taken another wife, whose name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. The descendants of Dedan were the Asherites, the Letushites and the Lumites. Midian was one of the sons of Keturah, and from his line came the people known as the Midianites. The Midianites played various roles in the biblical narrative, including interactions with figures like Moses and the Israelites during their journey through the wilderness.